सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अज्ञात्वा ते महत्त्वं यदिह निगदितं विश्वनाथ क्षमेथः स्तोत्रं चैतत्सहस्रोत्तरमधिकतरं त्वत्प्रसादाय भूयात् वेधा नारायणीयं श्रुतिषु च जनुषा स्तुत्यता वर्णनेन स्फीतम् लीलावतारैरिदमिह कुरुताम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम्.
Guru Pavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. This was now decided that Krishna will be guiding to the respected Pandavas who were showing immense devotion towards him. This Dashakam talks about the death of both Jarasandha and subsequently Shishupala. Bhaṭṭatiri begins, Tato magadha bhubhrita chiranirodha sankleshitam shatashtaka yuta dvitayamisha bhumi bhritam anatha sharanayate kamapi purusham prahinod ayachata samagadha kshapanameva kim bhuyasa. Hey Isha, the one who is the powerful one controlling us from the within. Tataha, thereafter, Shatashtaka Yuta Ayuta Dvitayam Bhumi Bhritam. Shatashtaka Yuta. Shata 100, Ashtaka 8. Shatashtaka is 100 into 8, which is 800. Yuta, along with that. So 800. Along with that, what should I add? Ayuta Dvitayam. Dvitayam is 2. Ayuta is 10,000. 10,000 into 2 is 20,000. 20,000 Yuta. Add it with Shatashtaka 800. 20,800 Bhumi Bhritam. Those kings who once ruled different regions. Chira Nirodha Sankleshitam. They were being held captive and oppressed at the same time by Magadha Bhubrita, by another king. All these kings were being oppressed and held captive by another king called as Jarasandha of Magadha Desha. Prahinot kam api purusham te. Thereby they together unitedly sent one messenger to you. Anatha Sharanaya. We have no other refuge. O protector of all of us, please come and protect us from this particular king. Bhuyasa kim sa ayachata. What should they tell more? He begged of you, he requested you, Magadha Kshapanam Yeva, for the slaying of Magadha king, that is Jarasandha only. So that Jarasandha has to be annihilated for the restoration of peace. Yiya surabhimagadham tadanu naradodiritat yudhishtira makhodhyamat ubhayakarya paryakulaha viruddha jainodhvarat ubhaya siddhirityuddhave shasham sushi nijaihi samam puramime yetha yaudhishtirim yiyasuhu abhi magadham. And then proceeding against Magadha, when Krishna has received a request, in a way this was a Sharanagati done by all the Rajas that Krishna alone can protect them. In such a case, it was Krishna's duty to protect them. Yiyasuhu Abhimagadham. And when he was very desirous of proceeding against Magadha Desha, Tvam Tadanu Narada Udiritat. Then Narada came and intervened and informed. What did he inform? Yudhishthira Makha Udyamat. Yudhishthira Makha Udyamat. Preparations of this Yudhishthira, when he wanted to perform a yajna called as a Rajasuya yajna. Rajasuya yajna is when you prove that you are a sovereign power. When you have to prove you are a sovereign power, you will have to either make alliances with the other kings should be immediately ready, or you should be fighting them, winning over them, and then proving that you are the sovereign power. So this is the Rajasuya yajna. Tvam tadanu narada udiritat. When Krishna was desirous of going against Magadha Desha, which is Jarasandha, that is when Narada came and informed that your cousin Yudhishthira wishes to perform the Rajasuya yajna. Yudhishthira Makha Udyamat Ubhaya Karya Paryakulaha. Now Krishna thought, what a timing it is now. I want to win over Magadha Desha Raja Jarasandha. At the same time, Yudhishthira is performing a yajna called Rajasuya. I want to win over a Raja, and Yudhishthira wants to win over the other Rajas. So why can't I combine all of this? Ubhaya Karya Paryakulaha. In the Tamil language, there is a colloquial saying, Ore Kallil Irandu Mangai. When you throw a stone to aim at one mango, it may so happen that two mangoes fall at the same shot. Similarly, Krishna wanted to achieve two purposes with this. So, Ubhaya Karya Paryakulaha. Iyetha Yudhishtirim Puram. Thereby, Krishna with this intent went to Yudhishthira city, which is Indraprastha. Yudhishtirim Puram Samam Nijaihi, along with your people, Uddhave Shasham Sushi Sati. That time Uddhava, Krishna's close aide, friend, he advised Adhvarat, thereby by going to Rajasuya Yajna, Viruddha Jainaha, where you will have to win over those enemies who are against you or whom you are against. That Ubhaya Siddhihi iti. Krishna, have this in mind. You are against Jarasandha. Jarasandha also doesn't like you. Now Yudhishthira is making a plan to win over the Rajas. Why don't you use this as the excuse to win over Jarasandha? Why don't you use Yudhishthira's Rajasuyam as a vyajam, as a excuse? Says Uddhava to Krishna. Asesha daita yute tvai samagate dharmajo vijitya sahajair mahim bhavadapanga sambardhitaihi Shriyam Nirupamam Vahan Aha Bhaṭṭatiri Bhavantya Maimagadhe Prahitavan Sabhi Marjunam Sabhimarjunam Ai Tvai Samagate. When Krishna, you reached the Khandava Prastha, now known as Indraprastha, Asesha Daita Yute Dharmajaha, along with all your wives, that time Yudhishthira, Vahan Nirupamam Shriyam. By then Yudhishthira had acquired like incomparable prosperity. A prosperity which one cannot even fathom. Vijitya Mahim, by conquering different parts of whole earth. Sahajaihi, with the help of his brothers. So he did not have to do it personally. He had Bhima, he had Arjuna, he had Nakula, he had Sahadeva. Dispatching them in different directions, different Rajyas. He had won over them as a Bhumi or as friends. Vijitya Mahim, Sahajaihi, Bhavat Apanga Sambardhitaihi. Because of your gracious glances, Krishna, because of Mahalakshmi staying in your eyes, Yasyam Yasyam Dishi Viharate Devi Drishtistvariya Tasyam Tasyam Ahamahamikam Dhanvate Sampadoghaha Yogarambat Tvaritamanaso Yushmat Aikantya Yuktam Dharmam Praptum Prathamamihaye Dharayante Dhanayam Bhavat Apanga Sambardhitaihi Prahitavan Bhavantam Bhaktadasaitam. And then you, being the servant of all devotees, because Krishna's presence will always enhance. Now, devotees always have Krishna in their mind, but Krishna always has his devotees in his mind. So that Krishna, who was extremely beneficial to the Pandavas, Sa Bhimarjunam Magadhe, along with Bhima and Arjuna, upon receiving the permission of Yudhishthira, proceeded to Magadha Desha where Jarasandha was. Sa Bhimarjunam Magade. Aha, what a wonder. What a beautiful plan you had launched by taking Bhima and Arjuna there so that you can add some kirti to the both of them. Girivrajapuram gatastadanu deva yuyam trayo yayacha samarotsavam dvija nishena tam magadham apurna sukrutam tvamum pavanajena sangramayan niriksha sahajishnuna tvamapi rajya yudhva sthitaha tadanu deva yuyam trayaha. Thereby, one particular day, hey Bhagavan, the three of you, all three of you, Bhima, Arjuna and Krishna, Yuyam Trayaha, Gataha Girivrajapuram. All three of you went to the city of Girivraja. Girivraja also finds its presence in the Balakandam of Ramayanam. It comes around the Magadha Desha. Girivrajapuram, entering that particular capital, Dvijamishena Yayacha. How did the three of them go? In the guise of Brahmanas. They took the role of Brahmanas and asked, Tam Magadham Samarotsavam. They requested the king of Magadha Desha, Jarasandha, in arms for a particular duel. Amum Apurna Sukritam, making that deal very, very fruitful and thereby asking Jarasandha for a duel. Will you go and ask somebody, please give me a boon, I need to fight with you. They did that. Sangramayan Pavanajena, to fight with Bhima. They said, you fight with this person, Bhima. Tvam apitu saha Jishnuna. Hey Vishnu, along with Jishnu. Hey Krishna, along with Arjuna, Sthitaha, Abhuhu Niriksha. Both of you were just spectators to that duel. Raja Yudhva, where you made two great kings fight with each other. Now when Jarasandha and Vayusunu, who's Bhima, they are going to fight, who's going to win? Ashanta samarodhatam vitapapatana sanyaya nipatya jarasasutam pavanajena nishpatitam vimuchya nripamin muda samanugruhya bhaktim param dideshitha gataspruhan apicha dharmaguptyai bhuvaha jarasaha sutam. That son of a Rakshasi called Jara, his name was Jarasandha. That Jarasandha, Jarasaha Sutam, Ashanta Samarodhatam, who was blinded with arrogance in that particular violent fight, Nipatya Nishpatitam, having fallen dead, having been split into two. So he was split into two, his body was split into two. Pavanajena Vitapa Patana Sanyaya, by Bhima, as if it were a piece of twig. Bhima separated. Vimuchya Nripatin Muda Samanugruhya Dideshita. Now there is a point here by bringing that twig into picture. When Bhima split Jarasandha's body into two, like how a twig would be split, it came and joined by itself. That is when Bhagavan gave a sanya. He gave a sign that you have to break and cross it so that the bodies don't get attached with each other. It was as if Bhima won, but even there Krishna played a role. Nipatya nishpatitam pavanajena vitapa patana sanyaya. So he got the hint of breaking and splitting Jarasandha's body into a two and then crossing over from Krishna's sanya. Vimuchya Nripatin Muda Samanugruhya Dideshita, thereby blessing and conferring Param Bhaktim Cha Dideshita, supreme devotion in them, Bhuvaha Dharma Guptyai, thereby releasing all those imprisoned kings, giving dharmic knowledge in them, Bhuvaha Dharma Guptyai, Ataha Gatasprihana Api, although they were free of all desires. These were the blessings that were given on them when they were released from the jail by Krishna, when Bhima could vanquish Jarasandha in the battle. What happened after that? I did say that there is a mention of Shishupala Vadham as well. All that in the next episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण